Hi, this is KD Young.
This is Josh Rucker.
This is the Wealth Effect, where we talk about business, community, and financial pathologies. I said it for you today, Josh. We're officially on. Don't know where your mind is went, but we starting the podcast now. So, you want to do one more time?
Hey, you know what?
We in this already.
Jordan couldn't shoot like 63 points every game.
You really
know?
about to use Jordan to cover up
it,
you forgetting the
it,
one part that you got one job.
Listen, you know, I'm only human.
It's cool.
That's that 10%.
It's all right. 10%. It's all right. Today's episode, we're going to focus on 3 lifelines.
3 financial lifelines to survive.
COVID-19. Yeah. And then I'm going to share, and Josh is going to share some personal things that he's been doing to really, really take care of COVID-19. So we're going to speak about that today, because right now there are a lot of people in survival mode. And look, perfectly sure, this is a situation where you do survive.
Right.
It's just that there are more people in survival mode than there was pre-COVID. You know, right now we in the middle of it, and there's more people in survival mode. Pre-COVID, I think Josh, you brought this up earlier. The first thing you need to focus on financially in COVID-19, I'm going to give you one lifeline. If you're a business owner, you really, 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 this is a time for you to put your pride to the side and go apply for grants.
Yeah.
Grants. There's so many grants. Even right now with the SBA, they're phrasing the EIDL loan as they're presented to like it's a loan, but it's actually a grant. Mm-hmm. It's a loan. I mean, it's a grant parading as a loan. The second thing you can do is the PPP paycheck program, and that can be fully forgiven. All you need to do right now is go to your local bank, and they can start the process for you. Now, with that being said, the government, SBA, just today, like 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago.
Maybe 20, 30.
However long minutes
maybe
ago.
An hour.
They stopped big banks they stopped processing big banks' applications. They closed down a portal for big banks to submit their applications. Now, what happened, previously you had a lot of companies, big companies that was parading as a small business. We talked about this in the last episode in more detail, but they're parading as a small business and taking up all the money.
Exactly.
So this time around, hopefully they put some preventative measures in action or in place to prevent that from happening. Yeah. So first thing I say is, if you're a business, get out there and apply for grants. Now, there are also grants at the federal level and the state level.
And at the state level.
I know here in Arkansas, if you own here, you're going to hear it anyway. Here in Arkansas, the government just released where they are offering they have a $15 million grant, where businesses can qualify for $1,000 up to $100,000 for the grant. But it's $15 million in the bucket for you to pull from. That grant can cover things like anything that's been expenses that's due to COVID-19. So
we're talking sanitary items, the things you clean up the office with, your place of business. We're talking marketing, PPE, personal protective equipment.
So go apply for it. Go get them. Go get this money. Your state, if you listen to another state, check your states. Almost every state has a small business association, kind of housed at a particular space. I know here in Little Rock, it's at ULR. It's at UALR. Really, really, dig deep into those resources, because they can provide grant resources and services that can help you during this time frame. You definitely want to get access to those grants. It's free money.
Free money.
You just have to apply. I know at the end of this podcast, I'm going to tell you some things I did personally to kind of prepare our business for it. It actually served very well for our business, because right now it's free money, but you still can conduct business.
Yeah.
So number one, for business owners, go get the money. Yep. Go apply for the grant. So that's what the lifeline number one.
Number one.
You got number two, Josh?
Number two, I got you. Well, I guess.
Or just like your ending.
I guess you could use this if you on the personal side or the business side.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna interject my personal experience, because, like I told Kevin, for me personally, I was deemed, essential.
Are you essential?
Yeah, I was essential. I'm essential. I work for the post office, so I'm still in there, still able to generate income. Thank God. And luckily, pre-COVID or whatever, I had a needs-based business.
And you know what, man, that's so important. I'm glad you brought that up. Like, I don't know what has to happen for everyone to understand that one of the great hedges against emergencies is you having a business.
A business. Like, like people ask me, like, Josh, how things going, yada yada, whoop de whoop, or how are you okay, yada? I'm good. I'm straight.
But I think it's by your 2030 or 2035. I think 50% of all people in the workforce will be contractors.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want y'all to start connecting the dots because I do like I got like an economic vision, like that I see the world moving to. And it's not just based on, my opinion. These are based on facts that are happening right now that either one, you're not paying attention to, or two, it doesn't affect you directly. So you don't care about it. Right. But right now in the worldwide, there's a big transfer of wealth going on. And if you haven't paying attention, China is investing heavily in Africa.
Yep.
Yes, I know. Kind of hurt a little bit. China's investing heavily. I mean, the French did it. I mean,
no, don't say that like it's fucking okay. That don't make it all right.
I didn't say it was okay.
The French,
but it's happening. But I'm saying everyone exploits Africa,
and that's a fucking problem.
Facts.
Africa got to fix that problem. But that don't sit well with me. Yeah, but I mean, it's a fact. China is in there, and they invest in heavily
in the infrastructure. Like they invest. When I say heavily, like in Africa.
I saw somewhere on the internet. I forget where. I want to say Business Insider. Don't quote me on that one. But they were talking about China investing, and they're looking for particular spots in Africa to be like hubs, similar to like Dubai.
Oh yeah. That's man. They literally just finished up a proposal to. I can't think of the country because this is stuff that I just read. Mm-hmm. But the infrastructure, the money they put into the infrastructure. Look, whenever you see countries invest in the infrastructure of another country, they're going to make their money off of their infrastructure, electricity, highways, roadways, tollways. The entire infrastructure, they're going to make money off of it. And so what you have to do as a consumer or in your personal life is start to take this crisis that's going on and hedge against it. Like if you are in a position, this I guess is relates to number 2, right? Personal things that if you're essential employee and you continue to keep your job and you got the stimulus check, you may want to take this time to start looking at investing your money. Yeah. And things like that. Look, I am not a financial advisor. I cannot give you investment advice, but I can tell you that right now is a good time to start looking at some investments. Mm-hmm. Real estate is going to be extremely low right now. Your stocks are going to be low.
Stocks are extremely low.
Like some companies are going to go up. I think I read recently where it was a company that the government trusts they see good signs for this company having some type of not cure, but some type of I guess what do you call it?
Treatment.
Yeah, treatment for corona that's showing to be promising. Yeah. That company I looked today was like at $84 a share. Now, what is going to be tomorrow or the day after when they roll it out? Right. So really, really start looking at investing from a personal standpoint. If you're an essential employee, essential to your job, and you have the discretionary income to invest. But if you don't, create your emergency fund. Take this time to start creating those things. You don't have to spend as much money on gas driving back and forth to work if you commute like I do every day. I know if you have children, they're at home more, and you have to spend more on groceries. But really start to take that time to get things in order. So after this crisis happens, the next 10 years or the next 15 to 20 years, you can set your family up in a great position by taking advantage of some of these things today. Yeah. So it's like planning.
Definitely. Planning for the future.
Yeah. Anything else with number 2?
No.
Because okay, so I'm an essential employee too. Mm-hmm. I'm still in the education system, working every day as hard as I can to make sure our scholars are well prepared, and then also teachers have what they need. Right. But one thing that I have noticed is that when you do work from home, you have more time to get more things done. Like I don't like my commute every day is an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah. So
one way.
You saving a whole 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours. Now I added an hour for sleep. Like I do sleep a little bit longer now. Just charge it. It is what it is. Sleep. I rest a little bit longer, but that gives me energy to get more things done. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to add to number 2. If you do have a business right now, do not put yourself out of business by not doing business.
Yeah.
This is not a time to rest. It's not a time for you to. And I'm going completely against what I said last week.
Yeah.
Because I said take this time to rest.
Because I'm like, leverage this. Like, leverage this.
Yeah, leverage this time. Financial number 2. Like
even if you're not pushing, sales right now heavily, invest in the like Kevin said, in the infrastructure of the business. Absolutely. Processes, right? If you're struggling with I don't know, the logistical aspect of the business, work on that. Or if you lost on the finance piece, right? We check our last podcast, last episode. We gave you bukus of resources to learn free information. Oh, dang,
we did.
Bukus.
If you want to learn about investing, go to investopedia.com. Like literally, they have a free course.
Or Slick.
Yeah,
check out the last podcast. You can learn
that
investing
too.
from any of those gems we gave you.
Yeah,
it's too easy, man.
Yeah, like really, like take this time to like what you can do. What would be great right now for you doing business. If you don't have a huge social media following or you're not a present on social media, take that time to start building value with your current clients. Yeah. The more value you give to your current clients, the more they're willing to stay around, love on you, love on them, and they love you back. Yep. That's how I treat my.
Ooh. Yeah. Quick tip. Just thought about this. We're at home. Mm-hmm. Right. We're on our phones. We're on social media. We're on the internet. We're talking to people all the time. If you haven't looked into affiliate marketing, do that. It's little to dirt cheap buy-in, right? Profit margins are depending on whatever the program is. Mm-hmm. But it's literally you selling other people's stuff.
Yeah, I mean and
making a commission. Like, so literally just referral game.
Yeah, that's number 2. Like that goes with number 2. Find ways to like, uniquely increase your income.
Yeah, if you're at home and you're not essential, you need to find a hustle.
Something
ASAP.
Something, man. Pick up cans. Like I'm telling you, like whatever you got to do.
Hey, so I was thinking, because I had talked to my mom a couple weeks ago, and she was like, she was like, "Thank God you're essential." I was like, "Yeah, I'm most grateful for real." She was like, "Well, just what if you weren't? What if you were? What would you have done?" I was like, "Well, with my last check, I probably would have." Probably taken, $400 or $500, bought a lawnmower and a weed eater and started cutting grass.
Yeah.
And raking leaves and stuff like that.
So I need somebody to cut my hair right now. Right. Like I'm finna go eat the last supper. Like I'm like,
Slick probably would have been like, "Hey, I Slick can line you up."
I guess for somebody that's bald, like you don't got to worry about that, do you?
I don't have the problems, bro.
You don't got to worry about that, do you?
COVID really has not affected me too much.
Yeah. So number 1 was really taking advantage of grants.
Yeah.
Number 2, some people are personal and business. Like you,
personal and business.
Are we at 3 yet, or we need to wait? Because 3 is really, really taking advantage of like all the personal things you can do to protect yourself right now in COVID. Number 1, practice social distancing. Mm-hmm. Like when I go in the gas station stores now, they have like little X's.
Little X.
I'm behind the X. Yeah, I'm behind the X to make sure. Look, I love my life.
I'll give you 6.5 feet.
Yeah. Number 2, we're taking care of your personal. You can go to websites. If you have not received your stimulus check yet, which I haven't got mine because mine's coming in the mail. Yeah. But if you haven't received your stimulus check yet, please go to the IRS website and check the Get My Payment tab. Now, it ain't been working all the way right, consistently every day, but it does. You can figure out if you're going to get one or not. Yeah. For the most part. And then also on there, if you do not file taxes, you can fill out what's called a non-filers form. And you can do all this on IRS website. Fill out that non-filers form. And if you receive any type